Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make shrimp and chipotle sauce. Here are the ingredients you're going to need. I am using 1 pound of shrimp. The measurements will be shown in the video and in the description box below. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off by seasoning the shrimp. Here I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I'm really bad at measuring. I literally just, when I feel it's good enough, I'll stop, but I'm trying to get better to show you guys and for you guys to understand. So here is some garlic powder, the same 1 teaspoon, and again, this is 1 pound of shrimp. Now we're gonna do ½ a teaspoon, and we're going to be adding some paprika to give it a little bit of spice. Next, I'm going to be adding some oregano leaves, and I'm going to be using ½ a teaspoon as well. And here I am using 1 tablespoon for garlic salt. Like I said, I'm not good at measuring, so I added about half of that. I didn't want it to be too salty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give that a stir, mix. So in just a little bit, I'm gonna be adding some pepper as well. I didn't want to over season the shrimp because once we add the sauce to it, you can just go ahead and try it all together and see what's missing. I did want to mention that if you don't have any paprika with you, then you can also use chili powder. That should work perfectly fine as well. So then I'm going to be adding ½ a teaspoon of black pepper. And then we're going to give it a quick mix once again. And after this, it should be ready to go on a pan with some olive oil. Okay, so moving on to the sauce, here are the ingredients we're gonna need. It's 1 cup of sour cream, ½ a cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, 2 chipotle chilies. I actually added 2 more, so in total it was 4 chilies, and a garlic clove. We're gonna put it in the blender and we're gonna go ahead and blend. Okay, so once your pan is nice and hot, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, or any oil if you don't have any. You can also switch it out for some butter if you like. It's really up to you, but today I'm using olive oil. And we're gonna go ahead and add the 1 pound of shrimp. Okay, and here I'm just making sure they're all nice and flat on the pan, not all on top of each other, so they can cook evenly. Okay, so after your shrimp has been in the pan with the olive oil for about 30 seconds to about 45 seconds, you want to go ahead and give that a stir. You don't want to leave it on there for too long. What we are trying to avoid here is overcooking the shrimp. Shrimp cooks super fast, so you don't want to overcook it. It can become chewy. So definitely keep an eye on it. Move it around. You want it to cook evenly. And all that yummy stuff on the bottom, it's all flavor from the seasonings from the shrimp, which is why I'm going to add the sauce to this pan to not waste any flavor. So here, they're already cooking. They're already looking pretty good. Keeping an eye on them, just making sure they're all nice and cooked. And up next, we're gonna go ahead and add our chipotle sauce. Okay, so now that the shrimp is ready, we're gonna go ahead and add the chipotle cream sauce. Go ahead and give it a stir. Make sure all the shrimp has it. and all that flavor that was on the bottom of the pan will go ahead and just come right off and blend in with the sauce, and it's just so good. Once all is mixed, feel free to try a shrimp and see what's missing to your liking. You can add more spice, you can add more salt. If it's too salty and you added too much of something, you can go ahead and add more sour cream or milk. Here I added some garlic powder. As you can see, I didn't even measure it, just gave it a sprinkle. I would say it's probably half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. Around, and next I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of garlic salt. I was missing a little bit of salt, and garlic salt I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a stir, and soon after this you can go ahead and turn it off, and you can serve it with some white rice and veggies. And that is all, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Thank you once again.